Now, who is Bill Gates? You know the guy. He owns Microsoft. Not in the cleanest way if you follow the story, but yeah, he's the boss. He's the number one in computers. And Bill Gates, for some reason, decided to leave the computer world to some other people and become a specialist in many fields, including your bodies and your food and stuff like that. So Bill Gates has invested a lot of money into buying land in the United States of America. And as we speak right now, Bill Gates is the biggest farmer or the farmland owner in the United States of America. He has purchased so much land that nobody has more land than Bill Gates. Obviously, his policy about food is very much known. He's got a policy of promoting GMO seeds. Now, what are GMO seeds? GMO seeds are simply genetically modified organisms. So your normal seed, like your beans, can be genetically modified to grow bigger, thicker, or to grow green, or to grow yellow, or whichever color you want it. Your normal bean can be genetically modified so it doesn't die of heat or drought or any of the normal things that happen in the world. Now, Kenya has been faced with a lot of situations in terms of food. And Bill Gates has gone to Kenya to propose solutions. He said because there's so much drought in Kenya from time to time and farmers are losing food. Now we got this technique, GMO modified sort of seed that the Kenyan farmers are going to use in order for them to avoid losing their crops. Now, in simple words, Kenyans are working in farms. They're doing whatever they have to do. But because they've been seeing some losses in their farming, they've not been producing a lot of food with natural farming. Bill Gates has come up with a solution to prevent the crops from being destroyed by the heat, by the rain, or to allow the crop to produce much larger results. Now, obviously, who doesn't want much larger results? Who doesn't want to see his crop grow big and sustain all sort of difficulties and overcome? Everybody want to be successful, right? Now, unfortunately, the idea sounds very good, but the unfortunate problem is this one. Problem number one, if you buy these seeds who are GMO seeds, genetically modified seeds, they will produce the food. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you have mango seed. You put your mango seed on the ground. The mango grows big, right? And produces mango. Once you harvest your mango and you go sell the mango, the seed remaining in the mango cannot be replanted. Do you understand? Because normally, all you got to do is to take the seed from the fruit, put it on the ground, and you go again. Now, the GMO seed sponsored by Bill Gates cannot reproduce. So it's basically sterile. It only gives you one shot. Let me repeat myself. You go buy your GMO seed from Bill Gates and his friend, you put it on the ground expecting your crop, you get a beautiful crop. But after your crop, your seeds coming from the crop cannot be replanted. So you're done. What do you have to do? You have to go back to him and buy other seed. So the culture Africans used to have of harvesting food, getting the seed, and sometimes sharing with the brothers and sisters and cousins cannot be done anymore because the seed is copyrighted. Do you hear that, fellas? It's basically saying, okay, something that was created by God is now copyrighted. What's next? Water is going to be copyrighted. The seed is created by God or nature, whatever. I believe it's God. Now, when you get the seed that is organic, you can plant it. It produces fruit. You take the fruit, you pull out the seed from the fruit, you replant that seed, and it grows. Now, the GMO seed don't function that way. You buy the seed from Bayers or Singeta, and you plant the seed. When the seed produces the result, you cannot take any more seed from that. So basically, you become a forever buyer, subscriber to these companies. So in other words, it comes to you looking like he's a NGO trying to help you with the draft that you have, the difficulties you're going through, the agriculture challenges that you have. But in reality, it's bringing you a brand new problem, which is you never had in the past. Now you have to rebuy from him over and over and over. So you become a client for life. Now, let me remind you, fellas, okay? There's a major difference between American agriculture and Africa. In Africa, we have about 33 million smallholder farms. So small farms, about 33 million. And this accounts to 70% of the food African people eat. It's small farmers. It's small little things behind the house. It's not like America with big hectares and stuff like that. That's not the case. Now, these people, small farmers, pass each other seeds out of gratitude, out of generosity, out of African culture. I can give to my neighbor. Now, with the GMO seeds led by Bill Gates, you cannot do that. So basically, they're killing your culture. Now, the seed from brother, whoever his name is not just the seed. It comes with fertilizers, special fertilizer, herbicide and pesticide. For it to work appropriately, you have to add fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides. And these are not friendly things into your mouth. You understand what I mean? But for you to have a productive result, you have to buy the seed and the fertilizers from them. If you buy a fertilizer for somebody else, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's where they're taking you. So what kind of problem are we going to see emerge? All those inputs means it's expensive. The model will be expensive for the normal farmer in Africa, and it's going to be a financial labor. But when it works, of course, it delivers. Maize yield in the United States are about 11 tons for 1 hectare. In Africa right now, without the GMO, it's about only 1.4 tons. In America, 11 tons for 1 hectare. And in Africa, with the organic, it's only 1.4. So do you need the amount or the quality? That's the question. Now, obviously, not everybody's against Bill Gates in Kenya. There's this doctor named Emmanuel Leting, who is a scientist and a lecturer in the University of Eldoret. His opinion on the foundation being granted immunity in Kenya. He says philanthropists like Bill Gates being in agriculture and healthcare sector will help increase food production and improve healthcare in a country.